Welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about commutation. Coming to learning objectives, after completing this tutorial, you will be able to know what is the concept of commutation, types of commutation methods, types of forced commutation, applications of commutation, and introduction to control on control of devices. Coming to concept of commutation, the concept of commutation is exactly opposite to the concept of triggering. Triggering is nothing but the process of turning on the SCR. Okay, this concept we have already discussed in previous video. If you want to know about the concept of triggering and types of triggering, find the link in the description. Coming to commutation, the process of turn off the SCR is nothing but commutation, and the turning off of SCR can be achieved in two ways. Those are, first one is the by making the current flowing through SCR below the holding current. Here the holding current is nothing but the minimum current required to turn off the SCR. That is, by making the current flowing through SCR below this holding current, we can get the turning off of SCR. Similarly, by making the input voltage to 0, okay, by using this concept also we can make the SCR into off state. This is about concept and ways for making the SCR into off state. Coming to types of commutation methods, commutation methods mainly classified into two types. Those are, first one is the natural commutation and second one is the forced commutation. Now we are going to discuss about these methods in detail. Coming to first method of commutation, that is natural commutation. It is also known as line commutation. The commutation in which SCR can be turned off without using any external circuit is called natural commutation. Okay. The concept of this natural commutation is very simple. That is, if input is AC, okay, this is the waveform for AC voltage. Okay. If input is AC, this AC becomes 0 for every half cycle. That is, this is the 0 and this is the ending of first half cycle. Okay, at the ending of first half cycle, input becomes 0. Similarly, ending of second half cycle, input becomes 0. Ending of third half cycle also, input becomes 0. Means for every half cycle, input becomes 0. If input becomes 0 means current flowing through SCR is 0. Current flowing through SCR is 0 means SCR comes from forward conducting mode to forward blocking mode, and it is in off state, means SCR is commutated. This is the concept of natural commutation. Coming to second type of commutation, that is forced commutation. It is also known as load commutation, and it is defined as the commutation in which SCR can be turned off by using some external circuit. Means by using some external circuits we are going to turn off the SCR. Okay. The concept of forced commutation is very simple. That is, if input is DC, this is the DC input waveform. Okay. This DC input waveform never comes to 0, means the magnitude of DC input is constant with respect to time. It never comes to 0. If you want to make this DC input to 0, we have to use some external circuits. Means by using some external circuits, we are going to force this input to 0. Okay. If input becomes 0 means the current flowing through SCR becomes 0. If current flowing through SCR becomes 0 means SCR comes from forward conducting mode to forward blocking mode, and it is in off state, means SCR is commutated. This is the concept of forced commutation. Coming to types of forced commutation, depending upon the type of the circuits we are going to use for turning off the SCR, forced commutations are mainly classified into 6 types. Those are from class A to class F, that is class A commutation, class B commutation, class C commutation, class D, class E, and finally class F commutation. In this, from class A to class E, we are going to use the input as DC, voltage, and for class F commutation we are going to use the input as AC supply. Okay, this is about the types of forced commutations. Coming to applications of commutation, natural commutation is mainly used in rectifiers and AC voltage regulators. That is, rectifier is a circuit which converts AC to DC, means the input for a rectifier is AC. Similarly, AC voltage regulator is a circuit which converts fixed AC voltage to variable AC voltage by maintaining the frequency as constant. In this also, input is AC. So, natural commutation is mainly used in rectifiers and AC voltage regulators. And coming to forced commutation applications, we can find the forced commutation applications in inverters and choppers. If we consider inverter, it is a circuit which converts DC voltage to AC voltage, means here input is the DC. Similarly, if we consider chopper, it is a circuit which converts fixed DC voltage to variable DC voltage. In this also, input is DC. So, forced commutation mainly used in inverters and choppers. This is about the applications of commutation. Coming to control on and control off power semiconductor devices. The common examples for control on and control off power semiconductor devices are BJT or BPT, that is bipolar junction transistor, or BPT is nothing but bipolar power transistor, and second one is a MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, and third one is the IGBT, that is integrated or IGBT, integrated or insulated gate bipolar junction transistor. These are the examples for control on and control off power semiconductor devices, that is BJT, MOSFET and IGBT. In the next tutorial, we are going to discuss about series and parallel connections of SCR. Thank you.